After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete, and once again it's Cobb. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Rodgers, a final shot before break.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because of zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Running right, Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Runs over, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Rodgers will throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they might have to wait for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. one separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Mostert. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert to about the 33-yard line. 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's got a man, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Down to it. Open net is Waddle, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 34 yards. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 23 yards, the final tally. Rodgers now to throw. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers buying time to his left. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 27 yards there, a first down. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
That's caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here. The offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tua to throw.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
is the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. In motion left is Wilson. Pressure, and down he goes.
It's Kingsley Enigbarro finding a way in to bring him down.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game. Right now everyone's thinking that was something they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
64 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme.
Touchdown!
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. It's complete, and he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the second time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.